can build me another shake joint, but I can't build me no another pink.
I'm gonna get what you deserve.
This ain't about me, child. This about you.
You running out of time. Time for what?
Crazy life and death for us.
What you finna do?
I don't mean no offense, but what are you? I'm Uncle Clifford. What are you? What the world won't let me be.
YouTube fans of P Valley. It's your boy Lamont Tyson, Mr. Life Games, back in the building. And this is going to be my episode 7 breakdown of P Valley season 2. I just got to say, this writing has just gotten bananas this season. They're doing a lot of things where you don't see it coming, which is a sign of great writing. Shout out to Katari Hall. We all assumed something would happen to Big T, but we didn't assume what happened would happen. Knots out to the writing. Great episode. And if you're somebody who's suffering with mental health, let this show be an homage to you to get some help. We're going to break down this trailer only as I do it, by slowing it down, picking it apart, clip by clip. Jump on in here. Let's get this train going. You're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so anytime I drop a video or decide to do a surprise live with my wife, Dr. Tyson, you guys can be a part of the menagerie that goes on, because we go crazy and I antagonize her like I don't antagonize nobody else. Be sure to download the podcast. There is a Life Games podcast. Link is in description. Let's start from the beginning. We find Haley, and that's probably not for sure her government name, talking to Uncle Clifford. And basically Haley has come back and explaining to Clifford exactly what the pink is worth, $100 million. And she's got on her mask, but the question that me and my wife was asking from last episode in the review we did was Uncle Clifford gonna start doing COVID protocols, and obviously hell to the no. He's not only away from the home, not isolating, because we all know that Ernestine has COVID. His ass is up here in the pink with no mask on, about to give the shit to Haley. And basically Haley is telling him, look, you can get anything you want from this deal. You was originally going to get $3 million. Now you're going to get $30 million. And Uncle Clifford says something I totally disagree with. He said he can create another shake joint, but he can't create a pink. Well, Uncle Clifford, I be damned. You can create a whole lot of pinks with $30 million. Hell, if you need to get back up on the stage and create the magic, hell, you can get on the stage. But for $30 million, you can create whatever menagerie, whatever your pink brain can concoct, you can make up. And you need to take Haley seriously, because she is not only in control right now of the money in terms of her situation with the pink, but she's also going to be in control of the power, which is going to be Andre, because that dude is going to win this mayor election. And Haley is going to really and truly, with Miss Batson, be the most powerful woman in Chuckalisa. And Uncle Clifford, get on board. I gave you an idea in my review. You can open up a pink in all the major cities, and you can come to Greensboro where I'm at and let me be the big L for that particular pink, and we can make things happen. We can make underwear and bra tops disappear like David Copperfield. So take the money and run, honey. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we get, Lord have mercy, Mercedes and Terica. Terica is pregnant as hell. And ladies and gentlemen, the actress playing Terica is pregnant for real in real life. That's what the streets are saying. I got my people on the street helping me find stuff. And if you want to be some of my people on the street, all you got to do is follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and send me messages about what's going on with these shows and the actors, and let me know. So my people on the street are saying Terica is pregnant for real in real life. And in this moment, her mama, Mercedes, who's about to be a grandma, is saying, look, girl, what you going to do? You about to bring something that could cost life or death. And bringing a kid into life is going to be very expensive. And Mercedes is already behind the ball financially. And it looks like she's not only going to have to wind up taking care of one human being, she might have to wind up taking care of two human beings, Terica her grandbaby, and Terica's stepmom, because all three of them is in desperate situations, and the only one who seems to have it together mentally right now is Sadie's, and you can just see Terica falling to the floor crying because, ladies and gentlemen, I've dated women who've had abortions, and it's heavy. I mean, that takes a psychological toll on you because you're weighing, do I want to bring a life into the world? And in Terica's situation, hell, she's not even an adult yet, about to try to bring in a new life into the world. And can I afford it? Can I provide the kind of life that this child needs to have right now at where I'm at? And probably the answer right here is no. But this is still something that it bothers you. It mentally has a toll on you. And when women go through this, ladies and gentlemen, they don't make this decision easy. And it's a good thing that they're doing this before the damn Supreme Court said hell to the no on abortions, because we need to get white life numbers back up. But I wonder what is Terica going to do? And then they show Mercedes racing down the highway in that nice Trans Am. I like her car, by the way. But can Terica make the decision to have an abortion on her own as an underage minor? She would definitely need Mercedes to come and help out with that decision. And I'm wondering, how is it going to go? You guys post your comments. Is Terica going to get an abortion? Her stomach is looking pretty big right now. I mean, that stomach grew pretty quick from last episode till now. Or is she going to be too late and going to have the abortion? And which one's going to create more drama? Of course, if she has the baby, in my opinion, that's going to be more drama, but I want to hear from you guys. They show Little Murder, he's torn up mentally right now too, staring out the window, just looking into space. And then he goes over to Clifford's dresser where he's seeing all the postcards from the places that they have been. He's looking at the one from New Orleans, the Big Easy. Then there's one of Texas next to it. And then I think Little Murder's reminiscing over a conversation he had with Big Tweet when they was trying to figure out the pronoun to use for Uncle Clifford. And Big Tweet wasn't getting it because he had been in jail. And he was like, man, things are strange now. And Little Murder is asking Cliff, what are you? Cliff says, I'm Uncle Cliff. And then he turns it on Murder and says, what are you? Murder says, I can't be what I want to be. Meaning, because he is a rapper, kind of a thug rapper, hood rapper, we could say, he can't come out the closet as being gay and being in love with Cliff, which is something that bothers Cliff. And Cliff knows this. But at the end of the day, man, be a trailblazer, set a new standard. Because even as we watch this show, I think people still is taking Little Murder and his rap game seriously because his lyrics be good. Them songs he be doing be fire. And we as the audience know that he's gay. Now, it would be a hard uphill battle for him to come out as gay. But if anybody's going to do it, I think him and Cliff could do it. So you guys post your comments. Would this work if he was to come out as a rapper who's gay and he's thug and he's hood? Could that change the way it is viewed in the community? But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I am more so worried that Cliff is running around here without his damn mask on, giving everybody COVID that he got from Ernestine. And Little Murder could possibly get COVID, and then that tour is going to be over, and there's somebody who needs to be on that tour, and it's in the next clip. It's the homie Mississippi, and she's looking more like North Carolina because her face is black and blue. Do you hear me? I mean, she done got beat one more time. Who the hell knows for what? And at the end of the day, even in this trailer, I think we're going to see Keyshawn run and escape to where we all know she was going to eventually have to go, which is in the next clip. We see somebody standing at the door with Uncle Cliff and Little Murder. And ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that is Keyshawn. That is Keyshawn at the door saying, I need y'all help. Help me. I got to escape that punk-ass daddy daycare Derek. He done beat me again. Look at my face. Look at that. I was Mississippi. Now I'm North Carolina, black and blue, and he's hurt my kids. And of course, she's about to go into the house of COVID. Of course. She's got to go. It's sad that the only place for sanctuary for all these characters is the House of COVID created by Ernestine. But I would much rather have her here, and then we get a phone call out to Diamond to kind of watch over the situation than her being with dumbass Daddy Daycare Derek. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we get Ernestine outside being held by Uncle Cliff and Little Murder. And I don't know what she's crying about, but if I had to guess, I think they're getting ready to take her to the hospital or the doctor's office. And she's like, hell no, I won't go. But we all know, ladies and gentlemen, Ernestine's going to die from COVID. And I'm sad because I like Ernestine. She's funny as hell. But what are going to be the ramifications of Ernestine dying? I do believe Ernestine got some money somewhere. She might have a big life insurance policy or whatever that's going to give Uncle Cliff a little bit of money that he might can give to Haley to be like, look, instead of selling the pink to these organizations, you can give it to me. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, unless her policy is for $30 million or more, you're not going to be able to make Haley budge because Miss Batson done came in and told y'all that club is worth about $100 million. So unless Ernestine life insurance is a substantial number, and I doubt it's $100 million, or she got some money the way the old heads used to do, put it in the mattress and the refrigerator, whatever money she able to give Cliff, I don't know what help is going to do for anything, but I do believe she's going to have a legacy she's going to pass down to Uncle Cliff, and we're going to see it when she dies. Because if she dies, you've got to give her a big sacrifice because she was a heavy character on this show. Last, but definitely not least, we got the Mercedes driving a Trans Am looking distinctly at someone. Now, who could she be looking at? Who are the people involved in her life that would cause her to have this look? Could it be Pimp Pastor Patrice? Could it be Coach? Could it be Farrah? Could it be Mississippi? You guys post your comments. Who is she giving that look to? And let me know what you think. And that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. I will be going back live next week with the wife to recap the episode. And be sure to check out my homie Moochella and all the peoples I rock with in my community tab below. Be sure to download the podcast. Link is in the description. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and IG. I'm here for you guys. And I am going to start wrapping up my YouTube videos coming back in August. Till that next Sexy as Hell video, I'll see you.